Hello, and I am Kandice Tyler, and I'm the Community Relations Coordinator here at BizIQ. And thank you for joining our hashtag Facebook Live Friday series, where we dive into all of the great things happening in digital marketing. Today, our subject is the value of a good website, and I am joined by the ever-lovely Jennifer Slaughter. Yay!
Hello!
She is our manager of web design and development, and she comes with years of experience of creating the best websites for our customers. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And we are happy to have you. And as you can see, we are both still rocking our working from home. So just, ignore the background. If you see us looking off every which way, it's probably a kid or a pet that needs our attention.
Yeah.
But first, let's dive into why people don't have websites. I mean, it's 2020, and studies show that 51% of small businesses do have websites. But what do you think is holding back the other 49%?
I think that's a good question, and I think there's a few reasons. First, I think a lot of people rely on word of mouth or customer referrals for new business, so they don't necessarily think they need a website. I think some other people might think that it's just a little daunting and they don't even know where to start to build a website.
Right.
And then others might just think it's too expensive.
Right. And those are all valid reasons. However, 97% of consumers are searching online for local businesses. And consumers are increasingly relying on the internet to find the services and products that they're looking for. So, long story short, you do need a website to be competitive in 2020.
Yeah, it's a very powerful marketing tool.
Yes. And let's dive into the meat and potatoes now. Today, Jen and I are going to give you 3 tips or pro tips on how to tackle your website and make sure that it is the most successful for you and your brand. So, first, let's talk about site design. Your site design does not need to reflect your personal aesthetic. We don't need dog pictures and bright colors. Those are all great to express your personality, but we don't want to do that with your business.
Yeah, a lot of companies do make that mistake, and the reality is your website is your first impression as a credible company. So you want to still show a little bit of personality, it can still be warm and friendly, but you want to have a professional presence on there. And you want to make sure that all of the important information is really front and center so that when people are searching on your site, they don't have to kind of dig around to find it. It's just very easy to navigate.
Right. And our second one here is not having a mobile responsive site. So Google has been rolling out mobile first indexing for a while now. So if your site isn't responsive to many different mobile devices, that would be my suggestion of the first thing you want to take care of. Now, thankfully, it is the default for most website providers, but 57% of people say they won't recommend your business if your mobile site has poor design. Ouch.
Yeah, and actually more than 50% of online browsing happens on smartphones or devices like tablets or iPads. So you really want to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. At BizIQ, when our team builds a new website, we approach it with a mobile-first design strategy. So that means that we're making sure that each website is mobile responsive, that it's easy to navigate, and that your customers can find what they're looking for.
Yes, and that is just one way that we are a step above the rest. And for my final point, let's talk about poorly formatted web pages. Now, have you ever gone to a website and it is just chock full of wall-to-wall text? And what did you do, Jennifer?
I left.
Exactly. You left. And that is exactly what's happening to most of your website visitors as well. Typically, your website visitors aren't reading your website copy. I got some coffee here.
Either one.
Yeah. They are just scanning the page and looking for the information that they need more information on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually the average time spent on a website is less than 15 seconds. So you only have that small window to capture your customer and make sure that they can find what they're looking for. So big walls of text can be really overwhelming. You want to break that up into smaller chunks and have some white space in between. You can use images to break up some of the text as well, as long as they're relevant to your company. So like we said, no puppy pictures unless you like run a puppy daycare, then like all the puppies. But
yes.
For the most part, you want to make sure that your most important information is visible. So that can be your services, your hours, your contact information. All of that needs to be really prevalent and front and center.
Exactly. And alrighty, folks, that is a wrap for us. So thank you for joining us on our Facebook Live series. Thank you, Jennifer, for your insight, and your knowledge is always welcomed here.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Happy Friday.
Thank you, and join us next Friday as I will be joined by the lovely Dorothy Walden, who is our Director of Lead and Demand Gen. We will be talking about how to track your ROI and how to measure how successful your marketing is. So you don't want to miss this one. It is going to be on Friday, July 24th at our normal time of 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and I hope you have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.